Alright, good morning guys. I am feeling a little bit tired and worn out from seed cleaning yesterday. It's been a bit of a sluggish start to the morning, so I'm going to head over there, over the road here now, and we'll scrape up some of that grain that's on the ground. He always seems to leave a few piles of grain around the seed cleaner, so yeah, we'll scrape that up because all it is mouse and rat food, so we try to practice fairly decent hygiene and scrape away most of the stuff so there's nothing really laying around. There's also a big pile of chaff here too. I've got to get rid of that as well, so we'll do that too. Pile, 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 and chaff pile. So I'm going to be a busy man with the shovel. Up a few of these piles here, and because this grain's been treated or pickled as we like to say, we really don't want any livestock or anything like that eating it. You could make animals seriously ill or kill them, I guess, with this stuff, so we'll go and take it away and bury it, so nothing can really get to it. But in saying that, don't want to feed it to your sheep, but don't worry about the rats and mice because they'll eat that stuff and they'll breed and make more rats and mice, so it doesn't seem to bother them. Fancy that. Don't worry about the rats and mice though. They'll eat it and they'll thrive on it. Right, let's go hide some grain. I'll just go grab a little bit of dirt and we'll cover that over because there is sheep in this paddock, and yeah, we don't want them to find that. One of the jobs this summer/autumn is to come and fill this little washway in here. It doesn't really run any water or anything like that, and it's just it's really short too, and we just can't quite get through it with the air seeder. So we want to try and come and put a few truckloads of dirt in there and just smooth it out a little bit. That way we can work straight through it. So I'm just helping, okay? I'm just helping. I'm making a start. I just had to make a quick detour past the house because as I was pulling back off the bitumen, I saw a vehicle pulling down the driveway, and I thought to myself, that'll be SA Power Networks coming to read our power meter, which they haven't done for months and months and months and months, because every time they come here there's a dog out, and if there's a dog out they won't get out because our dogs are fine, but you don't know, and there's plenty of farm dogs out there that aren't friendly. So yeah, I thought I'd better run down the driveway and make sure there was one dog out, so I put him away. And now I've really only got that pile of chaff there, so I'll scoop that up and I'll just throw it out to some sheep that are out the back here, and yeah, they might have a pick through it. Maybe there's something in there to their liking. Right, that is the last of it, so I'll go tip this out to some more sheep and then we'll start moving all that machinery back. The truck, the feed mixer, get my ute. Be a good thing. Right, I guess we'll go for a couple of walks. We'll take the easy thing back while we're waiting for the truck to build up air. Back the other way. Alright, we'll go back and get the last thing, get that feed mixer back over here. I know I was pulling this apart a couple of videos ago. We had the Deere tech come out, and I don't know if I explained it very well. Basically there's 3 oil reservoirs on here. There's your diff housing, there's the transmission, and then there's also the clean oil reservoir. So what was happening is the clean oil reservoir was leaking off back out into this back housing. Now, I pulled that all apart last time, and the tech came out. We had a look. We really couldn't find anything wrong with it, to be honest. So we sort of threw it back together with some new O-rings and everything like that. And look, that's the full mark there. So I'm pretty sure it's still leaking oil out of the clean oil reservoir. So I'm going to start this today, I reckon, and we'll have a check and see whether it's still bringing up that fault code. But it's yeah, if it's still doing it, I'm just going to have to run it, fill the clean oil reservoir again, get rid of the code, and then I'm going to have to pull this drain the oil, pull the PTO back off, see if I can see where the oil is actually draining back down into that diff housing. So frustrating, but what are you going to do? It's got to be fixed, so you know, you just got to keep chipping away at it. Well, that is a very good feeling. Seed cleaning's pretty well behind us. Still got that feed barley, that forage barley that we probably need to clean at some point, but everything's cleaned up. Seed for the crop's all done, so very nice. I think it's smoko break time. Now I tell you, yesterday, my tip of my nose and my lips and that around here was so sunburned. I don't know whether the camera's picked it up or if you've seen it yet, but my lips feel like they're on fire. Hello, boy. I guess I better set you free now that the power meter's been checked. Rightio, I have to head into town quickly to run a couple of errands, and then apparently there's a package there that needs to be collected, and might even grab myself some lunch, I reckon, while I'm at it. Well, lunch is courtesy of a quick stop to the bakery. Love me a good bakery feed. And got my little package here. I'll have to show you guys that when I get home. It's quite laughable, to be honest. Hey, everyone makes mistakes, alright? And to be honest, the original one actually got lost as well, and it just had one on there that said unleaded, not diesel, so, you know, probably a good thing to replace it anyway. Rightio guys, it has been several hours since I picked up the camera. Things have certainly gotten away from me a little bit here. I want to get the loader off this tractor here to so I can start pulling the engine apart on it. We want to get the cylinder head off and see how much damage we have in there, basically, from when we overheated it, so we can decide what we need to do to repair it. But to get the loader off, I needed these brackets here, which I had to go on a bit of a wild goose chase to find, and these 2 bolts here are broken. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need the oxy to heat those up, maybe weld a nut on them and try and get them out that way. We were out of acetylene, so I had to go into town to get acetylene. I didn't have a 3/8 tap, clean out these bolt holes, and anyway, the whole thing's just blown out. But yeah, I'm gonna try, I don't know, I've been looking in the manual and I'm struggling to figure out exactly. It shows these arms as being on the tractor all the time, as in like they stow away up here somehow, but I can't for the life of me figure it out. So I know they go on there, and there's a couple of bolts that go through there, so I mean I can do that much for a start. So anyway, right, we're going to try and get some action happening here. Well, that seems to be going in there alright, so that's a good sign. a little bit dirty in there. Put a bit of the good stuff on here so those bolts don't get stuck in there like they did on the other side. That's a good idea, isn't it? Well, there's not much action happening here, let's be honest. I've been toiling around here for ages, trying to figure out what's going on, and I ended up grabbing the other bracket. Well, I couldn't get that arm there to go on, and I'm just thinking, I don't understand what's going on here. Well, I grabbed the other bracket, and you sort of put that side by side with the other one, and you realise it's very, very bent, the one on the inside. So that's what's causing my problem, I believe. That's why I can't get that arm on. So I might trial fit this other one and see what that does. But, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to straighten that. That'll need some heat, I think. Right, I'm going to take this loader around the other side because I'm going to need the welder, probably some oxy to get those broken bolts out of that side and give that bracket a bit of a tweak. Hopefully that'll be a good thing after that. That looks a hell of a lot better. I just got to get the broken bolts out the other side, and then hopefully those little arms will fit on there nicely and I can finally get the loader off. Well, my goal was to weld a nut, like screw a nut onto these old threads and weld it on and then see if I could wind it out. If I couldn't, I'd come in with the oxy and heat it up. I wound the nut onto this one and it's sort of locked up and it's pulling the thread straight out, so I was hoping the other one might do that too, but I reckon, like I said earlier, somebody probably was levering on that bar to straighten it last time they were trying to take the loader off, and that's what snapped these bolts. Well, I don't know if I said that before or not, but anyway. Nah, not that one. Turns out I just needed 2 hands and she's coming out. That is very lucky. I'm very happy that I didn't have to weld a nut on or try an oxy, and if all that failed I would have had to have tried to drill them out. So that's a very good result. Excellent. I'll just push you back, don't need you. Look at that, would ya? Beauty. Well, all of that just so I can get the loader off, just so I can start stripping down the engine on it. But got there in the end. Going to take the loader off in the morning, and then I might leave you guys with a time lapse of me stripping her down. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. See you next time. Well, we've got him off. Here's our cylinder head. I'm just having a good look over everything now to try and figure out what exactly is going wrong here, and then we can make some decisions on what we're going to do with it.